I took the night shift for one reason and one reason only. It paid better. The job was at a logistics warehouse, one of those huge windowless concrete boxes on the outskirts of the city. Just concrete, steel, and a single security desk planted near the main entrance. I remember during the interview, I asked the manager why the position was open again so soon. He wouldn't look me in the eye. He just mumbled, "People don't last, that's all," and left it at that. My duties were ridiculously simple. Sit at the desk, watch the bank of security monitors, log any movement. The manager was very clear. No patrolling, no exceptions. Just sit and watch. The first few nights were a cakewalk. It was quiet. Eerily quiet, actually. No alarms, no flickering lights, not even a mouse skittering across the floor. The only sounds were the constant, low hum of the fluorescent lights overhead and the relentless tick-tock of the cheap plastic clock on the wall. It was the kind of silence that starts to feel heavy, like it's pressing in on you. Then came the fourth night. I remember looking at the clock. It was exactly 2:17 a.m. Suddenly, the feed for camera 6 went dead. Just a black screen. I leaned forward, checking the system diagnostics. No error message. No signal loss warning. It wasn't offline in a technical sense. It was just black. I grabbed the radio. "Control, this is front desk. I've lost the feed for camera 6. Can you confirm?" Silence. Just static hissing back at me. I tried again. "Control, do you copy? Camera 6 is down." Nothing. A cold feeling started to creep up my spine. That's when I heard it. A soft scraping sound right next to me. I looked down at the desk. The thick, leather-bound logbook, which I'd left closed, was now open. My heart hammered against my ribs. It was open to a fresh page. As I watched, my eyes wide with disbelief, words started to appear, etched onto the paper by an invisible hand. The new entry read, "Do not check camera 6." I just stared at it, my mind refusing to process what I was seeing. My breath hitched in my throat. The scariest part? The handwriting. It looked exactly like mine. I felt a wave of nausea wash over me. I wanted to run, to get out of that concrete tomb, but my feet felt like they were bolted to the floor. I couldn't tear my eyes away from the logbook, from those 5 words written in my own hand. My hand, which was resting, trembling, on the edge of the desk. The clock on the wall ticked again. Louder this time, or maybe it was just the silence making it seem so. It was 2:19 a.m. As if on cue, the monitor for camera 6 flickered back to life. The blackness was gone, but the image it showed made every hair on my body stand on end. It was a live feed of the security desk. My desk, and I was in the shot. I was sitting right there, in my chair, just as I was now. But in the video, my head was twisted around, facing away from the monitors, staring directly into the lens of camera 6. A wide, unnatural smile was stretched across my face. I don't remember turning around. I don't remember smiling, but I could see it right there on the screen. And the me in the chair, the real me, hadn't moved an inch. I was still frozen, staring at the monitor, watching myself watch me. The figure on the screen, the other me, didn't move. It just kept staring into the camera with that horrible, fixed grin. My own reflection in the dark monitor showed my face, pale and slack-jawed with terror. Two versions of me, existing in the same moment. One paralyzed by fear, the other a silent, smiling spectator. I slowly, deliberately, picked up the radio again. My hand was shaking so badly, I could barely press the button. "Control," I whispered, my voice cracking. There's someone at the desk," static crackled back, and then a voice. It wasn't the calm, professional tone of the control room operator. It was a distorted, gurgling sound, like someone trying to speak underwater, but I could make out the words. "We see him." My blood ran cold. I slammed my eyes shut, hoping it was a nightmare, a hallucination brought on by sleep deprivation and too much caffeine. But when I opened them, the image was still there, the smiling me on camera 6, and then it moved. Slowly, its head tilted to one side, the smile widening impossibly. It raised a hand and waved. My hand. The clock ticked past 2:20 a.m. I knew then why no one lasted the night shift. I finally broke free from my paralysis. I shoved my chair back so hard it screeched across the floor and toppled over. I scrambled backwards, away from the desk, away from the monitors. I didn't take my eyes off the screen, off that thing that looked like me. It was still waving, a slow, mocking gesture. I fumbled for the door handle, my fingers clumsy and useless. My mind was screaming one word: run. I burst out of the main entrance and into the pre-dawn gloom. The air had never felt so good, so real. I didn't stop running until the warehouse was just a small, dark shape in my rearview mirror. I never went back. I never picked up my last paycheck. A few weeks later, I saw the ad online again. Night security guard wanted. Excellent pay. I sometimes wonder who took the job after me. I wonder if they ever looked at the logbook. I wonder what happened to them at 2:17 a.m. on their fourth night. And sometimes, when I'm alone in the dark, I catch my reflection in a window or a darkened screen, and for a split second, I see it, that wide, unnatural smile, and I have to remind myself to stop.